Hello everyone, welcome to a live session today. And today's topic is a very common question that I get asked every week. So it's like uh, I don't know how to put it in words because many people have told me to write post on it. So I thought that I'll come live and share my knowledge with everyone, whatever I know, because this thing I don't know how to put it in a post or and describe it in words. So it's better to talk it out. So I get asked this question every day, like, why am I not growing on Instagram? So everyone has had this doubt once in a while, like, why am I not growing? So I just thought to clear out the few things about it. So what do you mean by growth? That's the first question I would like to ask. When you say that you're not growing, so how do you define growth in your terms? Like growth as in are you talking about numbers? Like if are you talking that your followers are not growing, or growth for you means the engagement, that is more number of likes, comments, saves, shares, or is it like you're not getting more collaborations, or is it like you're not having more connections, you don't mingle with people, you're not getting along with people, the friends, you don't have any friends on Instagram? Or is it like if you're a brand, if you are having a small business and you're not getting a lot of sales, people are not buying from you? So what exactly do you call growth? So I want you to ask yourself, when you say that you're not growing on Instagram, what is the exact definition of growth for you? Because once you decide that, and based on that only we can find out the next step. So that is very important, because I heard people telling me that I'm very consistent, I post a lot of posts, every day I post, but still I'm not growing. Some people say that I engage with people, I like everybody's posts, I comment, I save their posts, I mean everything I do, but still I am not growing. Some people say that we follow everything, I do reels, I do videos, I do posts, I share stories, but still I'm not growing. So what is growth according to you? That's what is the first question that you need to ask. So once you're clear with your goals, that what is growth for you, so we move on to the next step. How do you know that you're not growing? So that's the next question that I would like to ask. Like, how do you know why are you saying that you're not growing? So first of all, the first thing, we always, like human nature, we compare with the other person. That person is growing, I am not growing. You can see the other person is getting a lot of fame, popularity, maybe he's earning more, he or she is earning more than you, their numbers are growing, they are getting viral, their reels are going viral, or they are getting a lot of collaborations. So based on that, you decide that you are not growing, but the other person is growing. So that is the first thing, that is comparison. You compare. So this reminds me, like when we were in school, we all give exams. So it's like we compare our marks. Once we get the results, we compare our marks with our classmates. So that time we compare. That is a different thing. Now it is a different thing, because during school days we had a common syllabus, we had a common question paper, the teacher was the same, the students had to just put in their efforts, and you got the results. But right now the scenario is totally different. You have a different question paper, you have different syllabus, everything is different, the location, the setup, everything is different. So here on Instagram, you cannot compare your life, your journey, your page with anybody else's, because you don't know how much efforts they are putting in, how much efforts you are putting, what kind of situation they are in, what kind of challenges they are facing, and what kind of challenges you are facing. So it's completely different. There's no point. It's like day and night. So if you compare, and on the basis of that, if you say that I'm not growing on Instagram, that is totally wrong. You have to see yourselves, like you have to compare with yourself. You have to see your analytics, you have to see your insights, you have to go back and see everything. Like first, when you decide that what is your parameter of growth, based on that you have to see that are you growing, have you grown from the moment you started your Instagram journey till today, till this date, have you grown? So for that you have a lot of analytics. You get everything for your stories, for your posts, everything. You have in the settings, you have the insights. You can see how many followers have increased, which posts have got more likes, which posts have got more saves, more shares, whatever. So you have to sit and compare. Similarly, you can keep your own, a kind of a notebook or a planner or whatever is comfortable for you. You can sit down and note down whatever it is. Like I used to do that initially, and I still do. Like every day I'll write down like whatever post or how many followers I have got every day. So based on my posting schedule, like how I keep experimenting a lot. So hello everyone for joining. I'm just going in a flow so that I don't forget. I can see a lot of you have joined in and I'm really happy. Hi to everyone. So the thing is, you have to write down you have to write down what all you have done. So based on that only you can decide whether you are growing or not. If you have done any experiment, like you try to post something different, just see how the people, your audience has reacted, responded on it, and then you write down. Okay, so similarly you try to do different things in your page. It's your page, it's your wish. You can do whatever you want to. You don't have to think like what will people say about it. Nothing like that. You feel, you do whatever you are comfortable. Okay, so the thing is, if you are trying to, you can do experiments, different kind of experiments, and you over a period of time slowly you'll understand what works and what doesn't work for you. So again, you have to, for the growth, you have to keep in mind these parameters, like whether your followers are increasing over a time, whether your stories are getting more views or are they decreasing, are your posts getting, the reach is going more or it is going less, or the number of visitors on your page, because everything has a significance. And when you see that, then only you'll understand whether you are growing or not on the basis of whether your competitor or your friend or some other person, random person is getting more followers or anything, because that is not at all a parameter of growth as per me. Another thing, growth can be your intellectual growth, your social growth, your personal growth. So for that you should be very clear what is your purpose on Instagram. Are you on Instagram to learn something, to get more connections, to build more connections, to know more people, or to for your personal benefit? So once you're clear with all these things, then only you can understand whether you are actually growing or not. Okay, the next thing is, why are you not growing? Okay, in case you realize that you are not growing based on the parameters, like your stories are not doing good, your posts are not doing good, or maybe your reach is going down, it's declining, and the number of visitors on your page, the followers are not growing over time, they are constantly reducing. So at that point of time, you know that you are not growing. So you should go back and see what is wrong. I mean, what is wrong in your strategy? What is the thing that is not working out? So at that time you have to decide, you have to analyze your posts. Every post you have to see like which post did well. So you have to understand that why did this post do good? Why did I get so many comments on this post? Was it relatable? Did my audience feel that it is relatable, something useful for them? Is it inspiring? Why are people saving a particular post and not the others? Why are people sharing a particular post? So you should understand, it is based on your past activities, like whatever you have posted, you'll understand that which post did well and why it did well. So based on that you decide, okay, so this kind of post my audience likes, so you have to continue making such type of posts in future. So that is one of the strategy, that you have to understand your audience likes and dislikes. You have to understand what they prefer. You cannot just for your sake or for your wish, whatever you want, if you want you can do, but somewhere you will feel that you're not growing. So that is another thing. And one more thing is that you're not growing maybe because, okay, say you are very consistent in your posts, okay, you're putting every day, you are with a lot of dedication and hard work, you make nice posts, you're doing a lot of research, you're doing a lot of everything, lot of hard work and making nice post content you're posting, but maybe you're posting it at the wrong time, or maybe you're not working, your people who your audience doesn't like that type of posts, so the reach goes down. Or maybe you're not you're not interacting with other people, you don't share a nice bond with other people, or your audience, other bloggers, so you don't get much visibility. You are working hard but you don't get much visibility. And one more thing, yeah, maybe you're not you're not doing more of videos or more of reels or more of you're doing live sessions. You're just doing one type of posts. So your audience feels it is repetitive, they get bored, because there should be a mixture of everything, like whatever niche it is. Okay, you should try and mix and match. Like one day you post something interesting, entertaining, the next day you can post something serious, the third day you can post something humorous, or the next day you can post something very general topic. Like you have to mix and match, because people like variety. You cannot just keep one thing. Like always, if you keep on giving serious kinds advices, like all gyan type of posts, nobody has that set of mental bandwidth to accept so much of information. They'll get tired, they'll also get bored at one point. So you have to make use of everything, like all kinds of emotions. That is what is main thing on this social media. You have to play with the emotions of your audience. So the more you understand and realize and work upon that, it is better for you. So you have to make use of everything, like something which is relatable. You cannot just put something which is not relatable to your audience. So they may not connect with it. So what happens is that if the first few people who watch your post, if they don't find it interesting, they don't like your post, they don't comment, so your post is Instagram thinks that this is not a very interesting post, and it doesn't get pushed further. It doesn't go reach to a more larger audience, and then your reach goes down. So always you have to have a mixture of type of posts, so that it helps you to grow along with the algorithm. You cannot always blame the algorithm, because somewhere at some point you are also at fault, and you have to accept it. We all are doing these mistakes, and I'm talking from my own mistakes. So that's why I'm telling you, so that you don't make these same mistakes. So it's like you have to do everything on Instagram, because it gives you so many options. So try to do reels. Don't worry what happens about the whether it goes viral, whether it doesn't go viral. It doesn't matter at all. You just try and work it out. You try different ways, at different times. You have to experiment. Come out of your comfort zone. Don't just stick to your mindset that I'll just do this type of thing, that type of thing. No, you have to go with the time and move along. You just have to go with the flow. So whatever you feel good, whatever you are happy doing, try to do that, but in different ways. Whatever formats Instagram has given. Like nowadays IGTV is not there. There's only one type, that is videos. So you can do videos, reels, then posts. In that also you can do one single post or carousel post, that is multiple posts. So try to explore the different features, use stories, come live, talk to your audience, so that they also get to know you, and that helps to create a bond. And in future that will help you to make your get more visibility to your post. Because whenever you post, all your audience, 100% of your audience is not going to see your post. Okay, only a certain percentage of people get to see your post. So that is one a drawback. So for that you need to constantly be on top of the people. Like you have to remind that yes, I'm there, I'm posting. So that's why they say, like, the more you post, it is good. It helps you to get more reach, but don't go overboard. If you post too many things, too many times in a day, that is again not a good thing. You bore the people, you make them tired of constant commenting and engaging with your post. So just keep a balance. Decide what works for you, what kind of strategy. If you can post it every day, post it every day. If you can't, leave it. Just fix 2-3 days or whatever is comfortable for you, and stick to it every week, so that your audience knows that okay, this person will be posting today, like Tuesday is her day, so she will definitely post. So they'll wait for that, and they'll engage with you. So they also feel trusted, and they also feel happy, your audience. So basically you have to work out some strategy for yourself based on your whatever your comfort is, or whatever convenience is. If you're a working person, it's not possible to stay online 24 hours. No, it's impossible. So you have to find out accordingly whatever works for you, maybe on the weekends or maybe alternate days. Hi everyone, thank you. Yeah, if you have any question, please drop in, and thank you everyone for joining in. I'm just going with the flow so that I don't forget anything. Thank you very much. So yeah, So you have to decide your own strategy, and that's what is very important. So you cannot yeah follow yes, that that is not your loss. That is you cannot, that people unfollow you when you don't engage every day is something which is it's not in your control. Yeah, the coherent, yeah, lean. Okay, yeah, okay, so I'll tell you. So if people unfollow you, it's their loss. You cannot do anything. You cannot prevent anybody from unfollowing you. If it's not at all in your control. So you have to work on things which are in your control. That is like working on content. You have to build your connections. You have to try and get to know like-minded people who are around you, and try to go live with people who are from your same niche, similar similar number of followers. Like suppose you have 2,000 followers, so collaborate with person who has similar range of followers. You can do some you can go live, you can take a session, you can do some kind of a collaborative giveaway or something, so that you get exposure. You come in the sight of people that okay, such person also exists. So yeah, no reach on reels, because that is totally fine, Lean, because these days it's like Instagram is totally saturated. Everybody is doing reels these days. So the algorithm has kind of, I don't know, but people say that they are not pushing all the reels in front. Like few reels get more visibility, few don't get. So don't bother about that, because more than the reel, the views on the reels, you should see that are you getting good amount of saves. Like people saving your reels? Do they think that it is worthy, or are they commenting, are they engaging with you on your reels? Do they find it interesting? Because nowadays with lot of paid views, paid followers and everything, we don't know what exactly is genuine, who is genuine, what is not. So I would suggest don't feel bad and don't fret about it, because you have to stay genuine to yourself. You have worked hard, and anybody on this earth, if they have worked hard, they will definitely get the results of it. That's my guarantee. So whatever hard work you have put in, it's not going to go waste. So just don't bother about it. So for reels, I would suggest that if you try to post it at different timings, try to play with the different type of the trends, in your way, and try to work with the different effects. There are so many the timing reels these days, like timings. You have to post photos with different time durations, and there are so many things. So try to experiment with different things every time, and if you can stay in your niche as well. So try and see which reels have worked good in the past, and try to make similar kind of those. And another thing is you can you can do remix with people. Okay, come back. Yeah, see, that's the problem, because you are a working person, so it's not expected. You cannot give your 100% to Instagram, so don't feel bad about it. So you have to think in a practical way, that are you doing your best you can? If yes, then don't worry, you are on the right path. Okay, because you cannot you have to ask yourself these questions: am I giving my 100%? Am I satisfied with my effort? You will get the answer yourself. If you are not satisfied with your effort, you have the opportunity to work hard. If you are giving your 100%, then you cannot do more than this. You are going to burn out yourself. So that is not at all a practical way. You ask yourself, are you happy in this position? Where do you see yourself? What are your goals? Don't be, don't keep too high fundo goals, like I want 100K in the next few months, or whatever your goal. It's not like, don't keep such kind of rules. Be wise, be practical, and think whatever works for you. So if you see, I know you are a working mom, so it may not be possible for you. So the best thing I can suggest is, whenever you are free, like whenever in your weekends, you can devote some time, if you can. Yeah, Mannat, yeah, I'll come to your question. So I'll just answer Aline's doubt. So you can just devote some time for your Instagram related things, and just try to make a list of whatever content you want to put, and you can do your engagement or whatever things on the weekend, and on the weekdays you can post your reels. And I don't think you should feel bad about it, because you are doing an excellent job. I know your post, I know your reels, everything. You're definitely doing good. So I would suggest that you can, other thing is that you can go live with other people if you have time, because time is a very important factor here. Time is very important even than money on social media, because if you have time, you have everything. So you have to sit and see what works for you. Like, you have to devise a strategy for yourself, and I'll help you with that. Okay, I'll come back to you after this live and I'll help you with what you can do. Okay, so please don't feel bad. You are doing a very good job helping everyone with your nice informative reels and posts and everything. So coming to Mannat, trending reels you can find out like whenever you open the reels tab, the majority of the music whichever you hear are trending these days. Okay, and many people have this symbol like upward arrow or something, which I don't have yet. There are many features on Instagram which everyone doesn't have, so it's like a big trouble understanding what works and what is what, because many people say that trending, there is a symbol next to the song which says that it is trending. So trending again, if you have it, just see if you have that upwards arrow which says that it is trending. Otherwise there are from TikTok people get, but in India it is banned. Okay, you get that arrow thing, so that is a sign of trending. Okay, so that is the thing. Then yeah, so what was I telling? And one more thing, trending songs, when you open a trending songs, if there are so many, like in thousands, if you find reels there, so again, if you if you jump that bandwagon too late and you are still doing a trending thing, it won't be of any help. So it's better to start in the beginning of a trend. Whenever a trend begins, jump on in the initial stages, so that you get the maximum benefit of it. If you end after a trend ends and when you do a reel on that, then again it's of no use. So you have to be very careful. You have to be aware what a trend, as soon as it starts trending, you have to do start making reels, because then that's how it gets pushed further and further and your views go high. So that is one thing. Like even if it is trending, that doesn't mean that if there are already so many reels, then it is difficult that your reel will also get equal visibility. Okay, so just keep an eye, and it's not necessary that on trending songs only you have to do. If your your content, your video is of good quality, any song will do well. So that is not to be worried. But okay, if you want to jump onto the trends, then you can definitely. It's also a good thing. So yeah, so that is another thing. Then yeah, so any other questions? If you want, you can ask me. Okay, so I was telling that I'm not growing, so people tell me like that. So another thing is, like, people say that they are so I covered all those points initially. Those who have missed, you can see the recording of this video. I'll be posting it on my page. So the next thing was people are asking that about forgot. Yeah, so they were saying that in spite of making helping, connecting with people and interacting, engaging, those people are not doing back. They are not engaging back, and you're not growing. So maybe something that's fine, that's totally fine. So try working on your content. If your content is already good, according to you, so try to improvise it. So how can you improvise it? So the main thing is, when you put a content, try to use good quality images, very bright, very clear. When you make a template, okay, if suppose you're making a template in Canva, try to make it so clear and bright that whenever a person visits your page, that heading, whatever your topic is, that should be visible. Because what is important is that whenever a new person visits your page, all your posts and everything, the first 9 posts are visible. So those posts should be such that a person should get an idea about what your page is. But if you put very small headline, I mean your topic in very small font, or there are no topics, I mean no headings, nothing, then the person will be confused. They may not feel like going through your post, or they may not feel like following you for certain reasons. So don't give such chance to people. You try your best, there's no harm. You can put bigger headlines, headings. Another thing, don't make it too crowded. Like if you're putting 1,000 things on one thing in order to make it more interesting and clear, that is also not going to help you. Be clear, keep it simple, be precise, and be sweet and short and sweet. What is your topic, what is it about, and it should be readable, legible. Like whatever it is, people should be able to read it. They shouldn't have to search, because nobody has time these days. They just want instant things. So in this world of instant things, like even Maggie, 2 minutes noodles, people don't have the patience. Okay, so they want everything spoon fed. So as soon as you see, they want to know what is it about. If they don't find interesting, they'll leave. So you have just 2 to 3 seconds to grab the attention of your audience. So try to work on that. Try to work on your graphics. If you have putting images, try to put some topic on that this post is about what. If you have written something in your caption, the person should read your caption. If you don't write something, they will just see the picture, and they may just like or something, comment and go. So if you want people to read your caption, you have to put it that what is it about, you read the caption or whatever. You have to direct the people. If you want people to write something, engage on your post, you have to put a call to action. You have to say, please drop your views, please drop your thoughts, or please drop an emoji at least if you agree with my points, so that people will put it. If you don't put anything, nobody is going to put. Some people don't know what exactly engagement is. Some people, you have to tell them that what you expect. Tell people to like and save it, or share it with your friends. You have to direct them. Okay, you have to tell them directly that save it or share it with your friends, because many people don't know what it is about. So you have to tell that if you can tag your friends or tag your loved ones if you find it relatable, if you find it useful, you can tag your friends. So all these things you have to write in the caption, so that they know what to do. Because because many people don't know, and we assume that people are not helping, people are not supporting, people are not engaging. So if you try to be 100% from your end, and then rest is up to Instagram. So if you are working well on your content, on your the graphics, the appearance, on your captions, on your hashtags, everything, then you don't have to worry about it. So because every day is not the same. Again, I would like to say that it's like there will be ups and downs. Every day you won't get so many followers, every day you won't get lot of likes. Every day is different. So just go with the flow. Just don't break your head over it. It's just a social media, and it's not a real world. It's a real world, and you don't have to get so frustrated or anything over it. So you have to have that passion inside, and don't let that passion die. You are here for a reason. Understand why you are here for, what is your purpose on Instagram, and just follow that. So don't get affected by the noise. There's so much chaos around. There will be everything. So you don't have to feel bad about anything, the other person. You don't have to feel that the other person is growing so much, I'm not growing. No, nothing like that. You are growing, you grow at your pace. There is no competition. People make it a competition, but you are here for what you should understand, and just go with that. Okay, so yeah, Mama Fikir, then when that caption read by the father himself, yes, exactly. You have to remind them, because people are in such a hurry. People just go scrolling, and if you have put in so much hard work, you have put in so much efforts, you have to tell them that yes, you do this, do that, it is for your benefit. Save this for your future. If you put any recipes, if you put any DIY, any tutorials, step by step, you tell them, save it for your future, you may need it in future, or something like that. So they will do that, because many people, they don't understand what Instagram is. Because even I was one such person. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know that you have to double tick a message, so that in your DMs and all that. I used to wonder, what is this, like how do you like a message, or how do you like a post? I was that person. I didn't know anything. So when I tell you all these things, it is a reality. So it's like that. So you have to tell. Thank you everyone for joining in. I'm not able to reply to everybody. So if you have any questions, please put it in the comments. because this topic I just cannot write it in a post. That's why I came online, because everyone has these questions, and I thought it's better to put it in, I mean, come live and talk about it, because there are so many things, and I cannot put it in a post at all. So that's why, yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely save this live. And yes, so next is about hashtags. So hashtags is like, there is a strategy for hashtags, okay? That is again another very vast topic. So I will do it some other day, because in hashtags again there are a lot of research to be done. So if I talk about it in this, it will be too long. So I'll talk about it in some other day about hashtags, because there are so many things. Okay, yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, Rashida is asking how to get good views on stories. So if you have been a part of my stories challenge, hi Nitya, thank you Deepali Singh. Okay, so yeah, if you have if you have seen the prompts which I give you, these kind of prompts, these kind of prompts are such that people will if you put relevant, appropriate, interesting photos or something related to such topics, it is very likely that people will respond. Okay, story views are what? Views will be when people view your story, they interact with you, they give some emoji, they some like, comments, anything in your stories, so that story gets pushed to the further audience. So you have your first story that you put in a day has to be something which is very attractive, like maybe anything, like every day something new will be there. Like you don't even have to show your face. Okay, you can maybe show the weather outside, or you can say anything, like you're reading a book today, or your morning you're having a cup of coffee or something. And what you have to do is you have to put a question sticker, or yes or no sticker, or you have to use that meter is there, right? That one thing. So you have to only once unfollow. No, anybody can view your anybody can view your story if you have a public account. If you have a private account, only your followers can view, but if you have a public account, anybody can view. So it's like you have to use those features, and when people put on that, click on that, your story gets pushed further. So you have to, your stories should be such that people are forced to like, or at least drop a comment on your stories. Also, that has to be that attractive. So when you just don't put dry stories, like if you are putting something, you have to put something valuable. So just on Instagram, whatever you do, try to be mindful of your activities. Whether it is stories or posts, because you are spending your time, and time is precious. Whenever you do something, it has to be with some good intention. You should get some good thing out of it. If you just spend your time half an hour making something random thing and you post it, but you don't get anything out of that, right? Yeah, what I meant is that someone will need to yes, that is true, that someone will need to visit your page. Stories are not for getting followers. Mind you, stories are so that you get a connection with your followers. Okay, suppose because what happens is that not everybody will be seeing your posts, but your stories could be, most of the times your stories are more visible. Sometimes your post cannot be seen by a person, but your stories can be seen. So what happens is that when you have a good views in your stories, so more and more people will be viewing your stories. The stories get pushed faster. And when you have if you have posted recently something on your grid, and when you reshare it in your stories, so on one side you're having a nice story views, so that post will get some visibility, and that story views you can direct to your post on your grid. And once if someone has visited your grid, that person will repetitively see your post on their page. So that is like an indirect way of pulling people to your page. So in all these, what happens is that if you have a good content, and in your grid and in your stories, there will be a constant flow of visitors on your page. So that is what we want. So stories are for not getting followers, but stories are for already existing followers, to get them to know more about you. You can say, talk about yourself. In stories there are no such restrictions, or as per me, okay, you can put anything and everything. Maybe your niche is of food blogging, or maybe travel related, lifestyle related, but in your stories you can put anything and everything. According to me, there is no such restrictions, your personal life, anything. But on your grid, on your page, it's better to stick to one niche. That is important. because that's where the people first visit, and they should have an idea, they should get an idea before they follow you, that okay, this person is talking about these things, so whether it is of my interest, will it benefit me. So that is very important. So but in your stories you can put anything and everything. You can talk about your daily life, but yeah, you have to be very careful. I mean, do not cross the line, don't go too overboard, don't get too personal, like too much about yourself also. You have to be aware of the safety and security concerns, so don't put everything out there. You have to understand what you can and what you shouldn't put on your stories. So I'm sure you are all are wise enough and you know what to do, so you can just do with the stories. Don't go too much into stories also, like too much overboard, but yeah, you can maintain a balance, and every day like you can put about 8 to 10 stories. Even less than that is fine, but you should have some things, like it should be some funny, some memes or some funny things or something valuable, some inspiring quote or some nice photography or anything, but it should be interesting so that people are, you know, they feel like commenting and appreciating on your stories. I hope that is clear. And okay, so anybody has any other question, you can please put it in the comments. So yeah, then stories are not for followers, okay? So if you want to grow followers, you have to work on your content, okay, and your hashtags, and you know, you have to go and interact with other people, okay, outside your page. So you have to go and interact with people, bloggers who have more followers than you, engage with them, put meaningful comments on their page so that their followers will be visible. I mean, they will notice you. So that is very important. You have to be social. Social media is all about being social. You cannot just stick to your page, just post every day and forget it. No, you have to move out of your thing and you have to interact with others as well. It's like a give and take. So you have to work, I mean, you have to go to others' pages, and when you don't give, how can you expect others to give you, okay? You cannot, like if you expect that people should come and engage on your page, you should also go and engage on other people's pages. You have to find out who posts, like, I mean, who has a similar niche like yours, and what all things they post, take inspiration, appreciate them, and that way you can develop a bond. So for hashtags, it's like you have to work, like I have made many posts on that. So it's like you have to use your hashtags wisely, so such that it includes everything, right from your niche, from your community, from your location, from your target audience. All these things should be included in your hashtag set. Again, you should not repeat your hashtags every day. You have to use a different set or mix and match, because you get 30 hashtags in a post, so you have to use it wisely. I mean, people do some people use lesser hashtags, 5 to 8 or 3 to 5, that's what Instagram has said, but I prefer using all 30 hashtags, okay, because I don't want to waste any opportunity. So I use all 30 hashtags, and I have made a post on it. You can go to my page. In my guides section also I have put one guide about hashtags. So you have to make a mix and match of all these things. Like your location is also important. Like suppose you're from Bombay, you can write hashtag Bombay blogger or Mumbai bloggers or something like that. Or if you're from Delhi bloggers, because that also helps. The people who are in Delhi, they use that hashtag. If you go and visit a hashtag, you will see how many people are putting the posts under that hashtag. You can visit them, you can interact with them, you can get to know so many people, you can connect with them. So that is a way of, you know, interacting and getting more connections. So that is like, nobody, if people are not coming to your page, you go and visit people. So that's how you become, you increase your exposure. So you can go and leave comments on other people's pages. Many people do that. Many people, you might have seen that many people will be coming and suddenly you'll have so many likes, so many, they'll engage on your posts, everything. Some people, they get offended that why suddenly so many people are they are showing love so much and they are not following. That's fine, it's their way. So you don't have to take it personally, no offense, because if not you, some other person might just follow them because they have showed so much love. So it's everybody has their own way of doing Instagram blogging. So it's fine, totally fine. Don't get offended if you see sudden influx of likes and comments and but no follows. It's fine. It's their way of spreading their visibility, because you may not notice, but someone on your page might have seen their message and they may follow them. So it's all like that. There's a process. Yes, so there are so many things. Are we supposed to edit stories, as in can I post it or edit it? See, for editing stories, there are so many apps. If you have time, I would say you can edit. You can use a lot of graphics, effects, songs, animations if you have, because it looks good. It gives a feel-good factor. But on a daily basis, if you are a mother, you have kids, it is not possible. So you can use the inbuilt app. I mean, Instagram. You can use GIFs. That GIFs will be there. You can use music. You can use different filters. So try to make it aesthetic with the use of inbuilt Instagram features. So because I have tried everything, but it doesn't work on a long-term basis. If you have time, like once in a while, even I do that. I go to apps, story apps, editing apps, and I use it. It makes me feel good. But on a long run, like continue every day, it's not possible. Okay, what decides whether your reel will get added to the page you have hashtag? See, the hashtags, if you are using that page, reel, whether you're the page you have. See, on hashtags also you can use reels, because these days there's another tab for reels also. Okay, so whenever you are using a hashtag, that will be there on the reels. So what happens is that many people follow certain hashtags. They follow that hashtag. Like there are many hashtags like reel karo, feel karo. Okay, so many people have followed that hashtag. So whoever puts reels on that and has good views, that will come on their page also. Maybe they are not following. So in that way, when you use hashtag, your reel will come on their page, and they may, if they like it, they may watch it, or they may save it or share it. So for unknown people, strangers also, your reel may go and it may be visible. So it is always good to use reels, hashtags on reels as well. And there are many times, because of these hashtags only, the reels, they do well. Because the maximum people who have followed that reel, they'll continuously, those people will be able to see your reel, and that way it gets pushed further and further if the reel is of a good quality, and if the algorithm is in a good mood. So it goes on and you get good views. So it comes automatically. And but if it is very big high density reel, what happens is that it gets buried. So if you go and search, you cannot find your reel, but it will be there somewhere below. Okay, yeah, that's what you cannot find your reel there. So what and who and how, whether you have what you have created and a hashtag. I didn't get your point actually. Hasn't gone in that sense. I mean, yeah, I hope the doubt is cleared. Okay, yeah, I tried to explain what I understood from your question, so hope you understood. I mean, the doubt is solved. Okay, yeah. Okay, so someone has asked me that reach कम हो गई है. तो reach कम हो गई है, तो there are many reasons for that. I have written a post on my page also for reach, because there are so many things on which are related to reach. So you have to work upon a lot of things for your reach. Oh my god, so many questions are coming in. Okay, one by one I'll take. For starters, you advise to use hashtags with many reels post or lesser post. Okay, hashtag I'll talk in a different day, because it's like a lot of things to talk. Okay, I'm really sorry, but it needs a lot of things, because if I explain in a fast way, I mean this quickly, you won't understand it. So I'll try next Thursday, I'll come on live and talk about hashtags in detail. Okay, so because otherwise yeah, yes, that buried thing is that the same thing, that you won't find it, because if it is a high density, it is in thousands, lakhs, then you cannot find your reels, neither your posts, nothing. So in the initial stages, it is better to use a medium density hashtags. Okay, so if you know medium density is like from 10k to 150k or 200k, that's what I use. So it's better to stick to that. So reach, to increase your reach, you have to make posts that are savable, shareable. Okay, and you have to post at a time when your maximum followers are active. So what do you mean by that? Active means that you have to find out when your followers are active. As per Instagram, my followers are active at 6 p.m. But whenever I post at that time, my posts don't do well, reach goes down. So I had to try out my best time. So I posted in the morning, I posted in the afternoon, I posted at night, at all time, all the different timings, and then I realized what my best time is. So I now stick to that time, and I prefer posting my reels and my post at that time itself. So you have to see what is best time for you, because you may find that many people say on Google, and so many people say that best time is this particular time, afternoon or evening. See, you have to realize what kind of audience you have. So what kind of audience you have depends on that. My audience is majority mothers. So mothers, if I put afternoon or evening, they'll be busy with their kids, or they will be busy cooking, or they may be busy resting. They may be taking rest. So if I post at that time, as per Instagram, it may be correct, but for me it doesn't work, because I know I am a mother, and the time when I am free, so I expect that those mothers will also be free. So it's like you have to understand it practically, that what type of audience you have. If you are in India, and if you have audience from a different time zone, you have to post as per that time zone. Similarly, I am in Muscat, so my time zone is different from India. So I have to see what time zone, what my majority audience is from, and I post as per that. So you have to see that as well. Yeah, don't follow that. Instagram Insights does never work, very hardly. I have tried a lot, but it doesn't work, and it makes you all the more frustrated. So what I would say is that you just follow you experiment, try for a week at different intervals, one day morning, next day afternoon, third day evening, and you write down how it is working, which one got the most reach, which one got a lot of engagement, which one got more saves, shares. Yeah. Reels to create for kids affiliate blog. You can try. It depends, like what are your goals, what is your niche, what is your strategy, what kind of people you are looking for. See, always when you post something, you have to keep in mind what your audience is, what are they like. You have to create a persona or an avatar. Like you have to see that, okay, this person, my audience is whatever, it's a male or a female, they must be having these likes, they may be having these problems, they may be having this interest. So as per that, you have to think psychologically and create reels or posts or whatever. If you have, suppose, say you are having maybe some toys, or maybe some some activity or something, kit or something, you want to sell it. So you have to see that your audience is what, a parent, or a mother or a father. What is the age range of their kids, and what type of likes what type of things they prefer, and what do they want, like what exactly they want, wooden toys, or they want plastic toys, or they want some other type of toys, or whatever it is. Like you have to decide, and then as per that thing, you have to conceptualize your reels, your post, or everything, and you have to keep checking whether it is working. So when you have a kids related blog, you have to think like, what kind of reels should I make, whether it should be targeted to the kids oriented, or parents oriented, or the product oriented, or everything. And you should talk about your whatever it is a product, or it is any activity, or what you are giving, you are teaching something. So about your strengths, what is something different about you, and what is what keeps you what makes you apart from others, what is the best thing about you, what are your strengths, how are you offering your services. So all these things you have to highlight. So basically, you should know who your audience is and what your goals are. So are you here to sell something? Are you here to share something? Are you here to teach something? Are you here just for connection? So you have to be very clear with that. So based on that only you can create posts or reels. And you have to keep checking at regular intervals whether your strategy is working. If it is not working, try something else. Keep experimenting. Don't stick to one thing. Your audience wants some variety as well. So don't bore them with similar type of posts or similar things. So keep changing and trying different things. Okay, so yeah, anybody else has any questions, please drop in. Otherwise I'll end this session here. Hope most of the things was clear, and if you have any doubts, you can DM me. thank you everyone for joining in, and if you're watching it as a recorded one, you can put your questions in the comment section. And next week I'll definitely try to come and talk about hashtags, because that is a very much much sought after, very much in demand, but it is a entirely different thing which takes a lot of time and I cannot cover in one session. So I'll end the session here. Yeah, okay, one question. Ma'am, my page is new, it's been almost 2 months, but at my I'm searching. Okay, I need to check your hashtag that you are using, okay, and based on that I'll let you know whether why your hashtags are not visible. Because if your page is small but you're using very high hashtags, it will be difficult. Your post won't be seen. Another thing, if you're using hashtags that are not active, they are dead hashtags, they are no longer in use, then again there's no point. If you're using hashtags that are banned hashtags, yeah. Yes, arts craft tale, I'm answering your question only. Yeah, so that's why I have to see your page, I have to see your hashtags, and then only I can tell you why it's not visible. Yes, hashtags can be used for reels as well. It is very helpful. So you can use it, and you have to keep on changing, because content is different for every day you won't be putting the same content. So every day it will be different. So reels, hashtags also you have to keep on changing as per the content. Don't put random hashtags because some other person has used it and they have gone viral. No, you have to do your research, you have to find out your strategy, because that's why I said what I said in the beginning, that you cannot compare yourself with other person. You have a different, everything is different. You cannot compare anything. You have to do what works for you. So that is very important. So yes, arts craft tale, just send me your post in my DM so that I can just go through it and tell you what is the problem. Okay, yeah. So hi everyone, thank you so much for joining in. Sorry, I was in the process of answering questions, so I did not see who. Yeah, anybody else has any question, you can ask me, or I shall end it here. Hope it was a useful session, and if you have any queries, you can kindly put it in the comments after the recording, the session is over, or you can DM me. Okay, yeah. So I'll end the session here. Thank you so much everyone. Yeah, and hope to see you all again soon. Bye, have a nice day.